Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinke, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that in the next couple of years, even $600 billion can go into Bitcoin, according to JP Morgan's strategist, and how I would explain it in a short time. The second news is about that 10 years ago, Satoshi Nakamoto logged off and disappeared. The exact date, it's on the 12th of December, but today's the 14th. It was during the weekend. We don't have a show during the weekend, so I talk about it today. And the third news is going to about that even another well-known person, Jim Cramer this time, who is a CNBC host and used to be against Bitcoin, it's now investing in Bitcoin. Another person on the list who changed his mind, and this how it goes like day by day. We have a new person investing in Bitcoin, and this supports Bitcoin and makes Bitcoin bigger and bigger. So all positive news in this case. So that will be in our show today. And if you haven't subscribed to Blockchain Bloom and you're interested in blockchain and cryptocurrency, you would like to stay up to date, then it's very important to click on the subscribe button next to it, the notification bell, and then all, because in this way you will receive the videos immediately, the videos which I put on YouTube. I put these videos on YouTube every weekday from Monday to Friday. So definitely Blockchain Bloom keeps you up to date. You can also educate yourself with us. Don't forget about that either. So we have a free course, not just these free daily videos. The link is under this video, how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. But even if you're more interested in Bitcoin and blockchain, you would like to know all the necessary things before you invest in Bitcoin, then another course is also for you, Understand Bitcoin and Blockchain. The link under the video as well. And now it's time to move on to the market. And we can see that the Bitcoin recovered since Friday. Right now it's at $19,114. And this is actually a decrease in the last 24 hours. So it was above this, which is great. So this time we haven't even touched 16,000 or something like that. We went under 18,000 a little bit, and then it came back, and over the weekend it established itself again. So now Ethereum $578. It's again a decrease in the last 24 hours, which means it was above it. As I said, over the weekend was the recovery. Check this out. These are the top gainers. Monero, we have 4.5%, Tezos 1%, Ogre 0.5%, not too much going on in the top 100. When we're looking at the losers, not even huge losers either. 7% minus NEM, ABBC coin minus 3%, and Zilliqa going down minus 3%. So I would rather call it like sideways what's happening at the market. And let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin, and let's see what can happen. So, look, here we are now, and what we can see at the present, if you're looking at this part, starting about from here, kind of, it can look like as a shoulder and head pattern, from the stock market, we know it. So this is here one shoulder, this should be the head, and then it's coming another shoulder building here. And if this is happening, so there's an if, then it can happen that Bitcoin can go down. So let me quickly draw it for you. So this goes up here, it went down, oops. Coming up, this will be the head going down, and this will be another shoulder. So this is what I'm talking about, basically. Okay, but this is the bearish scenario. Apart from this, everything right now looks bullish. The long-term trend looks bullish. The people how they invest in Bitcoin look bullish, and all others. This is just a typical pattern which can happen, and if this happens, it might goes down to, I don't know, 17,000 or something like that. Like, last time it happened, when actually here you could see it went down again. But we don't know. We just have to be aware of this. If we looking at the technical analysis, then this is also a scenario, right? Okay. And long-term bullish, for example, how 600 billion could move into Bitcoin, according to JP Morgan strategist. Demand for Bitcoin from insurance companies and pension funds may rise over the coming years, saying JP Morgan analyst. Insurance companies and pension funds could invest 600 billion into Bitcoin over the next couple of years. For that to happen, institutions in the US, UK, and Japan needs to allocate just 1% of their funds into cryptocurrency. And look, this is the reason which started this news. Massachusetts Mutual Life Insurance Company, set an example recently buying 100 million worth of Bitcoin. I talked about it on Friday. And, this is a major step, to be honest with you, because before it, you couldn't really see insurance companies investing. But we have heard that, more and more pension funds are also interested now in Bitcoin. And if this is happening, this could be very positive news. This could be a lot of money going into Bitcoin, right? And this 1%, many investors suggesting now, those who even ignored Bitcoin years ago, that, okay, let's put 1% of the portfolio into Bitcoin. Not a big one. Just do it 1%. And we'll see how it plays out, because now it looks like a promising player on the financial market. And when we, combined US, UK, and Japan together, and just looking at that the institutions there putting just 1%, one tiny percent into Bitcoin in the next coming years, because they're saying, okay, now he did it, now they did it, now she did it, and so on and so forth. And then it's more and more people will FOMO in, because the beginning is always the difficult one. Nobody wants to be the first. But after many of them doing it, then it's easy. Then they say, oh, okay, I'm doing it. I'm not the idiot who is the first one. Look, they did it. Then let's do it. And this could raise 600 million. And look, when we're looking at Bitcoin as the present market cap, now it's $356 billion. Another 600 just from these guys and more can bring Bitcoin easily above 1 trillion. And now we're talking, because Bitcoin has to grow to establish itself, and therefore it has to go into trillion, right? Because right now the gold market cap is around 9-10 trillion US dollar, and then it will be, now it's a small percentage, but Bitcoin has to grow, and to reach 1 trillion for the next step, it will be crucial. And this can actually lead to it. And this could be actually without a strong bull market or something, because definitely if the bull market really kicks off, 1 trillion is probably not a question at all. This is talking about long term, because if these funds, companies and pension funds invest, they're thinking in long term, not in short term. And this will then stay in Bitcoin for a long time. And that's definitely looking promising. Look, when we're just looking at MicroStrategy, you do know the company which invested in August, September, 425 million. And now since more and more investments coming from them, they're really bullish on Bitcoin. Look at the value of the company. When you're looking at MicroStrategy Incorporated, look, in this year, they started to invest in Bitcoin here, somewhere. And look, where is the value of the company? because people indirectly investing in Bitcoin with buying the stock of MicroStrategy, because a nice portion, let's put it this way, of the company is now in Bitcoin, which is increasing. Look at this one. We have here the Bitcoin treasuries.org website, and we can see here that, look, they have put already $475 million into Bitcoin. And the value of it right now, whatever they put in it since August, it's went up to $779 million of Bitcoin. So it's a massive increase. So it's no question, you can see that the value of the company, pretty much because of Bitcoin, went up very nicely. So this is definitely a positive thing. Okay, the second news, it's about the 10 years ago, almost precisely to the date, because it happened on the weekend, and on the weekend was no show, so I can talk about it on today, on Monday. So 10 years ago, Satoshi Nakamoto, we still don't know who he, she, they is, are, whatever, logged off. That means that they, what, I don't know. So basically, whoever is Satoshi disappeared. And when Satoshi Nakamoto was around, Bitcoin's inventor was a mysterious enigma and often led developers into the right direction between 2008 and 2010. As you all know, the white paper of Bitcoin was published on the 31st of October back in 2008. And the Bitcoin network itself started on the 3rd of January 2009. So since that, we have Bitcoin. And the message was written, which you can see here, that added more DOS limits, remove safety mode. He also put it in this message here, you can see it, that more work to do, obviously, because it was an early stage. And it happened on the 12th of December 2010. And, this is just like a nice historical touch here, because we're talking about the Bitcoin, and we basically can say a big thank you to Satoshi Nakamoto, and we don't even know who to thank to. And in the last 10 years, he is not even active in the system. The inventor of Bitcoin was active for 2 years. I mean, publicly, obviously, he has done the basics before, and the research and everything, and the white paper was launched on 2008. But then he disappeared. I mean, Satoshi, December the 12th, back in 2010. So it's crazy if you just think about that. We live really in a centralized world, and we always have to attach something to somebody. Like you say Apple, and then you see Steve Jobs. You say Tesla, and you see Elon Musk. And you see, say, Amazon, then you say Jeff Bezos. And these are the giants of in our world right now, the giant companies out there. And now we have Bitcoin. Obviously, it's not a company, but it's getting something big now, and even widely accepted worldwide. It could go bigger than these companies in the future, because it's not a company. It's a decentralized digital currency. It can be the new safe haven in the digital age. And basically, it's not the person, whoever is behind it, died or something. We don't even know that. We could have never, ever connect a person behind Bitcoin. And there is still a trust, because it's based on cryptocurrency and math, right? And if you just think about it, it's crazy that we trust something and we don't need the person behind it. We trust it because of the protocol. Okay, so that's a little tiny history lesson. And now, another news, Jim Cramer bought Bitcoin Well, they saying that 17,000, but basically when it was under 18,000, it was so 17,000 something. And this is what he's saying, that I will buy like I usually do as something comes down, said Cramer. I will get bigger and bigger and bigger. I just think that you want to diversify into all sorts of asset classes. I have gold. I'm going to diversify into some Bitcoin. Not a big position for me, but it's certainly important to diversified. And the Bitcoin is an asset, and I want to have a balance of assets. So he's the person who was also kind of against Bitcoin. CNBC host was once an outspoken Bitcoin critic prior to the 2017 boom, saying that the crypto asset was going to run out of steam. However, since being a guest on the Bitcoin bull Anthony Pomp podcast in September, Cramer has said he might invest 1%, this is the famous 1%, of his portfolio into Bitcoin. So, yeah, right. He is a CNBC host, but, again, a known public figure. Somebody people know, and he's saying that now he is positive about Bitcoin. And now it's uncountable almost, the people, the institutions, the bank, whatever, you name it, who said that Bitcoin is a scam back in 2017 or wherever, so years ago. And now they turn 180 degree and they start to invest. None of them is going into major, like MicroStrategy does, by the way. But this famous 1%, so many of them are saying it. And I'm thinking they maybe go in with a bigger move, more than 1%. But they're just afraid to say. They say, yeah, I don't want to, again, look like the idiot, like who did that and burned itself. No. 1%, but they finally say, I'm in. And this is the big difference now in 2020, right? Okay, guys, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And if yes, then hit the like button. I highly appreciate it. And also, if you would like to stay up to date and get all the freshest news in crypto and blockchain, then you simply should just subscribe to Blockchain Bloom. Hit the subscribe button, next to it the notification bell, that's all, and then you're going to receive the videos every weekday. So from Monday to Friday, every day, I bring you freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. Don't forget to educate yourself. The courses are under this link. If you want to have a nice crypto.com card with a nice bonus, $25, you have also a ref link under it. So it's basically free money for you and you get a nice card. Don't forget, if you're interested to have a cold storage, you pick the one you want. Just don't store your crypto online because it's not safe. If for some reason you choose Ledger, like I did, I put you a link under this video as well. And the reason for it that it's many scams, the phishing sites, if the people go on the wrong side. And I have now a affiliate contract with Ledger. Therefore, this is the right link if you would like to order a Ledger device for yourself. So you don't have to search and Google it and go maybe on the wrong website. You have the right link under it. So I just want to help you with that as well, guys. Good. So have a good one. I see you tomorrow, and I bring the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. Bye-bye.